Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and this is the Stitchberry podcast. I'm a crochet pattern designer and I also love to knit, read, do all the cozy things. I share all of my crochet patterns for free at stitchberryblog.com, and here on the channel I like to share a semi-regular podcast where I talk about my projects, what I've been reading, new designs, as well as I like to share fun little cozy crochet with me vlogs and tutorials, and I'm so happy you are here. I feel like today might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I also say that and then it ends up being like a regular length episode, but I really don't have like that much new to share. It's mostly just progress, although I do have a finished project and I have started a new design that I'm very excited to share with you today. When I woke up this morning, it was sunny and beautiful, and now it is dark and gloomy, which I love days like this, but for filming it is not as ideal, so sorry if it's a little bit darker, we'll just have to deal with it. So grab yourself a little fun, cozy beverage. I am finishing up my morning coffee in this beautiful mug that I purchased at a fiber festival last August. This is probably my favorite mug that I own, so of course I had to drink out of it today for the podcast, and I think that is really all that I have to say for the intro. Grab a whip as well to work on. I'm very proud of myself. I'm actually remembering to say this at the beginning of the episode. I will try to link everything that I mentioned down below in the description. So without further ado, let's get into finished projects. I have no idea if this was a whip in the last episode. I made it so fast and I actually almost forgot to include it in this episode, so I have no idea. But when I released the book sleeve collection, my mom, she wanted some for herself, so of course I had to make some for her, and I'm going to give them to her for Mother's Day. So I finished the first one, and this one is the Jane book sleeve. I did everything the exact same for the actual book sleeve that I did for the sample in the pattern. The only difference that I did is I did a contrasting color for the bow, which I think is so cute. I actually had the idea to do the contrasting color like back when I was first designing it, but because the other two book sleeves all were the same color, I wanted to keep it consistent. But I'm really happy that I was able to make another one and add the contrasting bow. I think that that turned out so cute and I absolutely love it. I had already made, when I was testing the patterns, 2 of the Agatha book sleeves, so I'm actually just going to gift her one of those that I had already made, and it's in this pink yarn actually, because I don't need 2 of those. But then I still want to make her the Jane, no sorry, not the Jane, what is it, Agatha, Jane, the Louise book sleeve. I still want to make her that one, which Mother's Day is still a month and a half away, so I have time. That will work up really quickly. But yeah, I do still need to make her that one, but again, that'll only take an afternoon to a couple days to crochet, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. But anyways, very happy to have an adorable finished project. And moving into whips, I feel like I have shown this one so much in like every episode this year. They are finally going to get done before the next podcast. So I'm also making a pair of socks for my mom. Originally, I was going to give these to her for Mother's Day, and then she said that she wanted the book sleeves. The book sleeves are more practical for spring and summer, so I decided to save these as a gift for her birthday. I have one sock all the way done. It is a fingering weight yarn. I did cuff down, 2x2 ribbing for the cuff, 60 stitches. I did 50 rounds for the leg and then 55 for the foot. They are so beautiful. She is going to love them. And I am so close to finishing these. I have, I think, maybe about 10 more rounds for the foot, and then I have the toe to do, and then these are all done. They have been a really great mindless project to work on. Just when I need something mindless, something repetitive, I always love having just a simple knitting pattern, which is mostly ends up being socks, to work on. But as much fun as I had working on these, I am very eager to cast them off. I'm ready to work on something new. I know I talked about this in the last episode when I was considering either casting on a pair of socks or a tank top for my next simple knitting project, and I think I did decide to do the tank top just to give myself a break from knitting socks. But anyways, because I'm really eager to cast that on for spring and summer, I really am ready to get these done. Plus, they've also have been on my needles since either the end of January or beginning of February, so they just need to be done because it is the end of March. They just need to be done. So hopefully they should be a finished project in the next episode. My next two projects are designs. I know I showed this in the last episode. I'm working on like a little belt bag fanny pack type pattern. So I made this sample, which this was all done exactly like this in the last episode. And so I started on the squares for the second sample. I wanted to crochet a second sample just so I could get photos of crocheting the square for the pattern, as well as I wanted to get photos of the assembly and all of that stuff. So I have 3 squares crocheted. My plan is to crochet the 4th one today. And for these, I'm using Knit Pick / We Crochet Dishy. It is one of my absolute favorite cotton yarns. I absolutely love this cotton for washcloths. It is so soft. It comes in such a range of colors, like truly any color under the sun. They have it in this line. I don't love this yarn for like garments and stuff, but for crocheting like a bag or washcloths, dish towels, things like that, this is a really good yarn. It is so durable. It holds up really well, and again, like, you just cannot beat these colors. I'm going to work on the 4th one today, block them, hopefully seam them tomorrow, get those photos, and it will be ready. I think towards the end of the week I'm going to work on the lining and figuring out the logistics of that and getting photos of that, because that will be the most complicated part of the pattern. So, and I honestly have not quite figured out exactly how I'm going to do all of that, so we shall see. I have all of the hardware ordered and all of that stuff, so that should be coming very soon. So wish me luck, because I'm really nervous. I have good sewing experience and I know how to sew, but still, I've never really incorporated sewing into a crochet pattern like this, so I am a little bit nervous, but it will be okay and it will all work out, and I'm really excited to have these finished. I think it will just be a really fun little accessory for this spring and summer. Oh, and the pattern for this will probably be coming hopefully sometime in May or June. June at the latest, but definitely like mid-May at the earliest. So it is still a little ways off, but that is when that is coming in, which is why you won't see the pattern for like 2 more months. Okay, and my last whip is another design, and this is a brand new one. So I had ordered the yarn at the last episode. I think I remember talking about it. So I'm currently designing a spring, summer, light, airy crochet cardigan, and the yarn came shortly after the last episode, and this is how much I've gotten done so far of the back panel. I'm actually almost done. I just have a few more rows to go. I am making mine crop. I started it a little over a week ago, and it's insane that I've made this much progress, especially since it's like a fingering weight yarn. It's gone by really, really fast. And I've shared this project on Instagram, and I've gotten so many comments about this texture. It is just so good, so beautiful. I think that this is going to be a really, really beautiful little cardigan for spring and summer. I can't wait to finish it just so then I can wear it, because I'm absolutely obsessed with this. And I have no idea when the pattern will be coming out for this. The earliest would be June. I would love for it to be June, so then you have the pattern for all of summer, but we shall see. I don't entirely know yet, but cross your fingers for June. And the yarn that I'm using for the cardigan is a new to me yarn, and that is Drop Saffron or Saffron. I have no idea. And this is color number 72. It's a really, really pretty, cool white cream. It's not a true white, like you can kind of see the label is more of a true white, and this has a little bit more of like grayish undertones to it, but it's also not like a, I don't know, more creamy yellowy off-white, because I feel like you can have like a really more yellow off-white and then more of like a cool bluer off-white. This is like the cool off-white, which I really, really love. I think it is just so, so beautiful. Again, this is my first time crocheting with this yarn, and I do really, really enjoy it. It is really nice. It is 100% cotton, and it's soft, but it's not just this really smooth, soft that I was kind of wanting in the yarn. But I can tell that it is still soft, and it will still be nice against my skin. I know I won't have any issues with it being itchy or anything. And so far, like the drape and stuff is really nice, especially once I block it out more. I feel like it will be even better. So far, really, really enjoying this, and I really do hope to use this yarn in the future because it is a really, really nice yarn. Okay, and that is all of the projects that I have to share today. I feel like that went by really, really fast. I cannot wait to cast off those socks because I really, really want to start something new. So hopefully that can happen before the next episode. Moving into what I've been reading. So I did finish The Women by Kristen Hanna, and this book, I can tell this book is going to be one of my favorite books that I've read this year, and we're only 3 months in. It was so good. I just love any book by Kristen Hanna. They are just so good. I'm engaged the whole time. Amazing. So Kristen Hanna, The Women, 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend reading it. It just came out this year, so it is a brand new book, and I love it so much. It is a little bit more of like a historical fiction type book, so if you like that genre, highly, highly recommend this. So since I finished The Women, I picked back up Twilight Falls, which is the 4th book in the Shady Hollow mystery series. I think I said this last time, but this is just a really sweet, cute little book to read when you want a book that has like a little bit of mystery and stuff, but it's not this super duper complex story, and it's just very light, cozy reading. So love this. I'm about halfway done with it, so really, really hoping to finish this week. That might be cutting it close, but really hoping to finish it really soon because there are so many other books that I want to read. But I am enjoying it, because that makes it sound like I'm not enjoying it. I am very much enjoying this book. I'm just like in a reading mood right now, and I just want to read so many books, and there is just not enough time to read all of them, which is super frustrating, but it is what it is. So a little bit of admin stuff, new content. I do have a new blog post on my blog, and it is 20+ free crochet patterns that are cottagecore inspired. You know, I love the cottagecore aesthetic, and it is just my favorite aesthetic ever. And so I compiled a list of free crochet patterns that are all, in my opinion, fit in the cottagecore theme, and they are all perfect for spring and summer. So if you also love that aesthetic, I highly recommend that you check that out. And I also have a new vlog that I posted last week or a couple weeks ago that is just spring crocheting. You see me working on some of these projects, so if you like a little bit more laid back crochet with me, then I think you will like that video. I will also have that video linked down below. And other than that, I don't think I have really anything else to share other than it is finally spring and I'm so excited. I can't wait for the weather to consistently warm up because we have a few warm days and then it gets cold and then it gets warm. So I'm very excited for the sun, for the warmer days, and of course all of the really lovely crochet projects that I have planned because there are too many. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what projects you are working on, what books you are reading, any of that. I would love to hear that. And I hope you all have a lovely and cozy day.